So I'm back behind the mic again. So I've already talked to most of you once today, maybe twice. And for the ones I haven't talked to today, I'm Rick Fowler. I'm the actually chief lobbyist for VGEA, but we have two other lobbyists that have helped in the past because there's so much going on to General Assembly. The reason I'm telling you that is when I started this job August the 1st, 2018, this position came open as lobbyist at that time. And of course, coming in as for lack of better words, I'll say unseasoned lobbyist. I'd done a lot of voluntary lobbying on legislative day and had a big passion for it. So I had always thought that's what I wanted to do. So I had put my name in the pot with Marshall and the board and said, if we ever have a position come open, I'd like to be thought about. And if the position came open, I thought about it, they gave me the job. And it's a fantastic job. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm telling you this part of the story to tell you the next part. When you come in as a lobbyist, you have to have a mentor. Basically, you have to have a mentor. When you're at the General Assembly, you just don't go knock on doors. You don't catch people in the hall unless it's a good time. So you have to learn the ropes. So in 2018, I was appointed a mentor, and I quickly found out after I met this person that everybody in the General Assembly knew him. The General Assembly was all chopped up, hallways, crooks, crannies, and this person would always say, come on, we're going this way, this is a shortcut. And then we get to this senator's office, we're going to say this. We get to the delegate's office, we're going to say that. And I just learned so much. And in my opinion, this person that I'm going to introduce probably was the most well-known lobbyist at the General Assembly. Everybody knew him. All the LAs knew him, all the senators, delegates. So anyway, I was mentored for a couple of years. He left us last year, decided to go into complete retirement. And we all tried to get him to stay in at least one more year. And he wanted to stay home with his family and some new grandkids. So anyway, he's here today, and I wanted to recognize him. And Lynwood Butner, come on up. Lynwood is like a brother that I never had. We instantly became family, so to speak, and I don't care what time of the weekend it was, what day it was, if I had a question, Lynwood would say, just call me. And I'm telling you, he's some big shoes to fill, and of course, you were here 44 years as lobbyist? 45. Yeah. So I've just finished my 4 years, so I guess if I can hang around for 40 more years, I can catch up with him. But anyway, Lynwood, on behalf of the Virginia Government Employees Association, we got a little token appreciation for you. Don't spend it all in one place. It's about $100,000.
I am a state employee. And as a state employee, I was always very proud of representing each of you. It meant something that the people I've worked with for over 50 years are the finest people that you could possibly ever encounter. They were diligent, they were honest, they worked hard, and they were smart. They knew what they were doing. And when I had an opportunity, thanks to the VGEA board and Marshall and the board at that time, Gail, when we met and I was given an opportunity to come back and represent VGEA, it reminded me of one of the big concerns I had as a state employee. Who's telling my story? Who's letting people know who we are, what we do, and the problems we're facing? And to be able to be given the opportunity to sit down with the chairman of appropriations, to sit down with the chairman of Senate Finance, to sit down with the various leadership of the legislature and the governor's office, and talk about state employees. I said in the retirees meeting, and I believe it, would you say there were thousands of pieces of legislation this year, of which I think there were like 2,400, 2,800 that actually passed? Not one of those bills could be implemented without you, without state employees. So who's going to tell that story? And I'm so proud to be a part of the team over the last 4 years. There's a few retirees in here. Dee, is Dee still in here? I think it was Godwin administration the last time we had a 5% raise. And we had Luke Torian, the chairman of appropriations, Janet Howell, Senate Finance, Chap Peterson, the chairman of the subcommittee in the Finance in the Senate that deals with benefits. They heard the story, and it was an honor to be able to help tell your story to the legislature and to the governor's office, and that we have been successful, but we still have a long way to go with teleworking and things that we're focusing on today. I commend the communications side. We're finally getting the communications that's getting the word out to the people, to our members. And the last time I had the honor of speaking to this group several years ago, and I will say it again, every state employee should be a member of VGEA, and we need to continue working with the agencies and to make sure that they get, and retirees. So thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for being a state employee, and thank you for everything you do for the citizens of the Commonwealth.